Okay, we are going to start standing today. Okay. If you still do want to sit, you can still sit and do most of what we're going to be doing, but we're going to be standing. Then we're going to get down onto the floor unless you want to stay in your chair, and then you can stay in your chair for the rest of it. Okay. Okay, so we're going to stand in mountain pose. So just place your feet about hip distance apart, stand up nice and tall. Palms are face forwards. And we'll just close our eyes and just take a moment. And just noticing whatever there is to notice, what's going on in your body. Notice the way that you're breathing. Come on in. So feel yourself rooting down through your feet. So see if you can feel each toe moving into the ground. In the middle of your heels moving into the ground. And feel as if you're grounded there. And then through that grounded energy, feel the energy moving up your body. And then reaching up through the crown of your head, growing a little bit taller, a little bit longer, and feeling a little bit lighter as you move up. So you're heavy and grounded at your base, like a foundation. And as you move up your body, you feel lighter and lighter until you get up to the crown of your head. And it's reaching up. So we want your heads right between the shoulders. All your joints are stacked on top of one another. Try to stand up as tall as you can. Your knees can be a little bit bent. Try not to lock your knees. Elizabeth, do you want to come up here? Okay, great. Right there. You don't necessarily need blocks or any of that, but you can have them. Thank you. So this might seem like a very simple pose, we're just standing up, but it's way more than that. Okay, this is called mountain pose, so Tadasana. So think of yourself as a mountain. Nice and strong at your base, rooted down. And as you move upwards, you become a little bit lighter, a little bit lighter, a little bit lighter. Okay, and we're thinking about the mountains in the Rockies out west, not here. Okay, the mountains here are really rolly and soft. I'm thinking the Rocky Mountains, which are kind of jagged and pointed upwards and really, really strong. Okay, now come to your breath. Notice the way that you're breathing. And it really helps to close your eyes so you can move inwards a little bit, because when your eyes are open, you get distracted from all the things that are around you. And see if you can go inwards and just notice the way that you're breathing. There should be some engagement in your muscles here, standing up nice and tall. If you're sitting, that's totally fine. You just should notice some engagement in all your muscles. And as you're breathing in, you feel light and you're lifting up. Your body's expanding. And as you exhale, feel yourself grounding down a little bit more. You're feeling a little heavier on your exhale. Inhale, you feel light and expansive. Exhale, you feel heavier and more grounded. Do that one more time. Inhale, you feel light and expansive. And exhale, you feel more grounded, stable. Okay. And then do a little check-in with yourself. How are you feeling right now in your physical body? Just noticing whatever there is to notice. You might notice the temperature on your hands compared to your shoulders. You might notice some sensations happening in the body, different things like throbbing or tingling, or maybe a heaviness or a lightness. You might notice something else. There's so many different kinds of sensations. So whatever you notice is what you notice. Okay, now envision that there is a marker or a pencil or a pen or a crayon or maybe a felt or a paintbrush attached to your nose. Okay, it can be as big as you like. You can have a fine tip. It could have a great big lush tip, great big one. Okay, we're going to start to draw some circles, just little tiny ones first of all, with the tip of your nose. Little tiny circles, little tiny circles. As small as you can. Small, small, small. You can even envision that there is a color on that paintbrush or crayon or pencil or whatever it is. So maybe envision that color too. And again, that tip can be fine or it can be very big, like a really great big marker. And as you move your nose in circles, that marker is just going to get, the circles are going to get bigger. Your head's going to move a little bit, bigger and bigger and bigger. So you're making great big circles. Don't rush it though. Take your time making these circles, noticing how this feels in your head and in your neck. And maybe your color is changing. Maybe it's getting deeper. Maybe it's getting lighter. Maybe you're using a glitter pen or a glitter paint or something. There's glitter in your circles. Actually envision anything that you like. You might be making a rainbow. You know those pens that used to be around? I think they're still around. And they had different inks. They had about 8 different ink colors in them. And then you move the ink down whatever color that you wanted. You can envision that all of them are happening at this time. So you're making a rainbow circles. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. You're going to keep the big circles. And then as you rotate your head, the circles are just going to get a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. And you're still steady on your feet. Still feel like that mountain. Nice and strong. And the circles just keep getting a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. And we're doing little itsy bitsy circles. And then you get to that place where you're just making a dot, but you're making that dot is kind of growing. It's just getting spreading out. You know, it's not really, it is still a circle, but it's more of a dot that you're either drawing or painting, and it's a filled in dot, like a dot, a solid dot. Okay, and then we're going to stop. Take a moment here. And then you can either open up your eyes or keep your eyes closed. And we're just going to shift the weight from foot to foot. Both feet are still staying on the ground, and we're just shifting our weight. But the feet are still staying on the ground. And you're breathing. Okay, now come back to center. Now take your arms, you're going to lift them up in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms up as high as they will go. Don't force them. They will go as far as they can go. Okay. And then exhale, we're going to bring them all the way back down. Okay. And then we'll do it again. Inhale. Arms are going to come all the way up. Big stretch. Open up through your armpits. Try to touch up to the ceiling. And then exhale again, all the way back down. Feel those muscles in your back working as well, too. I'm going to do that one more time, lifting up in front of you. Keep rooting down through your feet. And then exhale, bring your hands all the way down in front of you. And then bring them to the side of your body. And we're going to inhale, reaching up and out. Don't hit anybody. Reaching up. And then slowly bring those arms back down. Good. And we'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. And exhale all the way back down. And one more time, lift up. Reach, and then all the way back down. Good. We're going to bring the arms out in front of us again, lifting all the way up. This time we're going to bend into the knees a little bit and exhale all the way down. You might touch your toes, you might not. Don't worry about it. Bend into your knees. That will help to support your back. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way up again. Bring those arms all the way up above your head. Reach and stretch. Do that one more time. Exhale in front of you, all the way down. As far as you can. Make yourself stable in your feet. Your head can drop. And then inhale, lift yourself all the way back up again. Reach up. Good. And then just your arms are going to come down to the side, to in front of you. Good. And then to the side. And then we'll do inhale, lift your arms all the way up. And then we're going to go back down again. The arms are going to go down to the hips, and we're going to forward bend, reaching towards our toes again. And then inhale, the arms are going to go up to the sides as we bring ourselves all the way up. Reach up. And we'll do that one more time. Bring down, bend into the knees, and go down. And then inhale, come all the way back up again. Good. Reach up. Good. We're going to hold on to our right wrist. Reach it up. And we're going to go over towards that left side. Equal weight through both feet. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Good. Then inhale, come all the way back up. Hold on to your left wrist. And we're going over to the other side. You can sit in a chair whenever you feel, if you feel you need to, okay? For any of this. Okay. And then inhale, come all the way back up. And bring those arms all the way down. Okay, we're just going to do some shaking. Shaking through the fingers, through the wrists, through the hands, through the arms. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. Bend into the knees. Start shaking the hips around. Good. And then we're going to heel toe the feet. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Till our feet are a little bit wider. Bend into your knees. Hold on to your hips. And we're going to start doing some circles in the hips. These circles can be as big as you like. But go slow so you can feel yourself moving in the circles. You feel the back, feel your hips, your pelvis, your hip flexors. Go one more time in this direction. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Keep noticing. Try to stay as present as you can. That's actually quite difficult. something that why we practice. Because we only live in the present. Our intention is for the future, and our reflection is for the past. But we live in the present. Okay, one more time around. Good. And then we'll stand up tall, bring your arms out to the sides, and we're going to start to twist gently and slowly. Okay. And if you want to, you can move one foot up so you're on your toes, and you can twist a little bit more. If you want to, you don't have to. It's just an option. Okay. So keep the arms down for now, and then as you twist, they can float up again if you want them to. Your elbows can be bent. Anyone plays golf? This is a really good exercise. As long as you're aware and you're doing it with awareness, and then slowly you're bringing your arms down. And we get all the way back down to the ground, and we'll move our arms all the way back up again one more time. And only if you want to. If that doesn't seem right to you, then don't do it. But how many times do we do this position? Lifting, reaching towards something, and we're on one foot. Many times. I'm sure you can probably think of something that you do to get into that position, or where you're reaching up and you're standing on one foot. Okay, and then we're moving those arms all the way back down. Okay, and we'll come back to the center, and then we'll just do some shaking. Shaking. Shake, 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 shake. Good. Okay. So bring your feet a little bit further together. More. Okay, so your shoulders, your ankles are underneath your hips. Okay, so we're going to inhale, bring the arms all the way out. Reach up. And then we're going to forward fold again. So open your arms, and we're going to reach down all the way down to your toes. If you can reach them, and then we'll slide the arms up towards the knees. Okay, so we're going to bend into the knees. Your hands are going to be just above your knees. Okay, and then we're going to do some cows and cats. Okay, so we're moving into our cow. Our belly is going forwards. We're looking up, and then exhale around the back. That's our cat. We'll do that again. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And one more time. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Good. Back to a nice level back. And then bring yourselves all the way back up. Reach up. And this time, circle your arms back behind you. Clasp your hands. And push down. And if your hands don't reach your hands, maybe you can reach your wrists, maybe you can reach your elbows. So entirely up to you. Push down, open up to the heart. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. And we're going to look up. Only look up as high as you want, okay? So you don't have to tilt it all the way back. That's heavy. Just a little bit, just lifting up that chin. And feel the heart open. Good. And then release that. Bring those arms all the way back up. And we'll do that one more time. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Bend into the knees, reach towards your toes. Doesn't matter if you touch them. And then slide your hands up your shins to your knees, just and above your knees. Plant your hands there, and we'll do cow and a cat. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. So you're just tucking the pelvis down, arching up your back. And one more time, cow and cat. Good. And then what do we do next? And then bring yourself all the way up. Reach up. And then circle your arms back behind you. Clasp your hands in a different way. different than you did before. Push down, open up to the heart, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and look up. Yeah. And then inhale, bring those arms all the way out. And hands together, and then bring them down towards the heart. Well, just take a moment here. Remember, when we bring our hands into this position, Anjali Mudra, this is our body and our mind connection. We're connecting the two together, sharing that energy. I'll just take a moment to breathe here. Okay. And then bring those arms down. So we're back into our mountain pose. Okay, so we're going to bring our right foot forwards. Right foot, you're going to just step it forwards, and you're going to turn the back foot 45 degrees. So we're coming into our warrior one. Okay, hips are facing forwards, bending into that front knee. So warrior one. So hips are facing forwards. We're not turned like this. This is warrior two. So we're turned like this, and then the arms are up. Okay, so we're like this. So facing the front part of the mat. There we go. Good. Okay, so find your balance here. So you're going to bend into that right knee. Your arms don't have to be totally straight. This is good, holding our arms up this way. You know, when you're going on a trip and you have to put your luggage up, this is helpful. Whoever travels here, I do. I'll hold it here cup for a moment. Good. Okay, now let's straighten both legs. We're going to reach up a little bit more. And then we're going to bring the arms down. Yeah. And then we'll bring the arms back up. And we'll bend back into that front knee. Good. Then we'll straighten the leg again. And then bring the arms down. Bring the arms back up. And then bend back into that front knee. Good. Let's do that one more time. Straighten the front leg. Bring the arms down. Bring the arms all the way back up. And bend into that front knee. Good. Take a moment here. Good. Bring your hands together, down towards the heart. And we're going to bring that right foot back. Good. Take a moment here. Bring the arms down. Now we'll take the left foot. We're going to step forwards. And then turn that right foot about 45 degrees. And we'll bend into that knee. Okay, and then we'll bring those arms back up again. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Our hip bones are facing forwards. Breathing here. Okay, let's do that again. We're going to straighten the front leg. Bring the arms down. Just float them down. Inhale, float them back up. Bend back into the knee. Good. And straighten the leg again. Bring the arms down. Arms come up. Bend back into the knee. One more time. Straighten the leg. Arms down. Arms up. Bend back into the knee. Excellent. Good. Okay, bring your hands again towards your heart. And we're going to take that left leg and bring it back. Because we moved forwards. Okay, take a moment. Good. And then we're going to shake up arms. Shake, 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 shake. And we're going to shake all the way up. And we'll shake all the way down. Good. Okay, so if you have to hold on to something, hold on to something. We're going to move the weight into our right foot, and we're going to just do some ankle circles. So if you can do this without holding on, great. If you need to hold on, great. Right foot. Circles? Circles, circles. And honestly, if you have the different foot, you can use a different foot. Use the chair, use the wall if you need to. Doesn't matter. Go in the opposite direction. Good. And then we're going to change feet. Go move over to the other side. And we'll just do some make this. Finding that balance. If you really want to challenge yourself, if this is really too easy for you, which is, it's fine if it's easy. We need easy in our lives sometimes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes if it's too easy. Not today. That's fine. But just know, if anything, and you're feeling like it's, oh, this is so easy, close your eyes. Take that sensation away, and it will be a little bit more challenging. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give that foot a shake. Make sure you've done both. Did you do both?
Yeah. No,
Yeah. You didn't do both?
no.
Oh, you didn't do both. That's switch legs. That's okay. Okay, shake it out again. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay, we're gonna walk our feet a little bit wider. Walk them as wide as that, or maybe even wider. The toes can be pointed out a little bit. Okay. Okay. We're gonna bring our arms out. Good. So we're almost like a star here. Okay, so we're gonna take the right hand and we're just gonna bring it to our left hip. Okay, and we'll bring this arm up a little bit more if you can. Good. So we have a little twist going on here, right? Hold it here. Good. And then we'll bring that arm back and we'll untwist. And we'll bring our arms back down again. And then we'll take the left hand, bring it over towards your right hip. Okay, and then this right arm will go up. So we have a little twist happening. Not too much of a twist, but it is definitely a twist. Okay, bring that arm back and bring our arms back. Okay, so we're going to bend into our knees a little bit. Okay, and we're going to have that right hand go towards around the knee-ish. I say knee-ish because it might not go towards the knee. Okay, it might go around the knee. So if you can get down to that knee, great. If not, that's okay too. And then see if you can take that left arm and lift it up. You can bring your head to wherever it feels comfortable. You can also hold on to the chair if you need to hold on to the chair. Okay, and then bring yourself all the way back up. Good. Bend into the knees again, and we'll go over towards that right side. So the left hand goes towards that knee-ish or around that area. Okay, and then that right arm is lifted up. And then bring yourself all the way back, and we'll reach our arms all the way up into our 5-pointed star. Spread out your fingers, root down. Take a couple of breaths here. Good, and then wiggle the fingers and bring them all the way down. Good, and then we're gonna heel toe our feet together. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Let's do that again. Heel toe, heel toe. You notice this is getting our inner thighs and our outer thighs working. And then do it again. Kind of hard with socks on. But that's okay. That's okay. A little bit more challenging. I'll do that one more time. Can you feel those muscles working?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Good. As wide as you can and then come back. Good. Excellent. Okay. And then just shake it out again. Shake it out again. Okay. Let's do tree. So if you need to use a wall or a chair, grab that. There's walls, there's chairs. Okay. We're going to put the weight into our right foot. Bring our hands towards our heart. And then you're going to pick up your left foot and you're going to bring it up. So you can put the weight into those left toes and bring your heel towards the side of your ankle. You can put foot on top of foot. You can bring the foot up to your inner shin. You can do a figure 4. So many different variations. You can bring that figure 4 back here. You can be a wonky tree. You can bring your arms out. Remember, I think we did this the other day. Wonky trees, or maybe it was another class I did. But anyway, find your tree, wherever your tree is today. We're not looking for perfection here, okay? We're practicing, we're finding where we can find balance. And feel free to wiggle around to find that balance. And you might fall. That's okay. You come back to it. I don't know how many different kinds of trees there are, but I think there's thousands of different types of trees in the world. So we have our choice. And even within those species of trees, they all look totally different. Every single one of them. And then you'll notice the leg is starting to fatigue, and that's okay. So you bring your foot down, you give the foot a shake, let it go, let that energy go when you've had enough. And then you maybe come back to it again. Let's see if we can come back to that same leg. So we're still on the right leg. It helps to focus on something in front of you. Relax your tongue, relax your jaw, breathe. Try not to clench your teeth. Maybe a gentle smile. And then the leg might be fatiguing it again. And so then we bring that left foot down and give that foot a shake. And then we'll come back to our mountain pose for a moment. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, and then we'll move over to the left side. So you can bring your hands to your heart first. Put the weight into your left foot. And then you can bring that right foot up wherever you feel comfortable right now. Left foot is different than the right foot. It might be your stronger leg, it might be your weaker leg. And even if it is your stronger leg or your weaker leg, honestly, it doesn't make any difference because it's going to feel the way it feels right now. And again, you can bring this right foot wherever you like. Play around with it. Challenge yourself. And if you're all feeling like this is way too easy for you, close your eyes. Or side bend.
Oh, really?
It's not so easy.
No, it's not that easy.
No. Tree is not an easy pose. And there's so many different variations of it. You just find your variation and just find your
showing off.
I'm not. I'm just showing you suggestions. I'm showing you suggestions. This is tree. This is tree. This is tree. Yes, find your balance. Find your and play with it. Play with it. See what happens when you do this. It's balance. It is exactly. Bring the foot behind you. You know, just try different things. Life is too serious. We need to make it a little bit more fun, you know? Because you know, when you make things fun, you want to do them more often. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if things are fun, you get to take pleasure from that fun. So then you want to do it more often. So playing is fun. Well, it used to be when you were kids, okay? See if you can bring back that kid spirit. Think of playing with a child and how much fun that can be. Okay, so let's come out of that for a moment. We're gonna shake that leg off. And then see if we can come back to that same foot. Just maybe in a different way. Maybe we put more support into that right foot a little bit more. Maybe we do something different with our arms. Just exploring. I mean, this is a practice. Practice. Doing different things. See what happens when we do different things. Bend into the knee more. Don't bend into the knee more. Breathe. But remember, do breathe. Do breathe. Okay, we'll take a couple more breaths here and then we'll let this go. And then come back to our mountain pose. Okay, let's shake everything out. Okay, so then you're either going to get into a chair or you're going to sit onto the ground. So either or.
That's good.
I will show you different variations.
Do I need that?
Huh?
Do I need the?
No, you won't, unless you want to sit on a knee pad. You want to sit on a knee
Yeah.
pad? Okay, grab a knee pad. So you're sitting either on the chair or you're gonna sit on the ground. So I'm gonna give you different variations of this. Okay, so if you're sitting on a chair, I'm gonna start with that first. Okay. You're gonna sit on kind of more on the edge of the chair, so your feet are, put your feet firmly on the ground, okay? You're gonna bring your right leg out, and then you're gonna cross over to figure four. And maybe the leg doesn't get up this high, maybe you come down here, okay? So if you want to have your knee bent, you can totally have your knee bent. Okay, so it's either like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, you can hold on to the chair if you need to as well too. Okay, so now if you're on the ground, we're gonna do the same thing on the ground, but this time the leg is going to be in your inner thigh, or you can do a figure four, whatever feels better. So your right leg is extended. Did I say that before? Yes. So it's the left foot is up. Yes. So you're either like this again, or you're like this, or you can bring it in. Okay. So you find what works best for you. Okay. So wherever you are, it doesn't matter. You still need to do that, or here. Okay. Yeah. So whatever works better, or you can even bring it into the inner side too. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we're gonna hold it here for a moment. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a forward bend. Okay, so we're gonna bring the arms up. And we're just going to lean ourselves forward, just as far forward as you can, then bring the arms down. You can bring them down to your legs. And we're just gonna take a moment here. Relax your shoulders, relax your hands. And breathe. And just notice what you notice. Okay, and bring yourself back up. Now we're going to twist towards that left side. Good. Okay. And then we're going to side bend towards that right leg. So your arms can be up, they can be down, it doesn't matter. So we're just siding, bending. So twist to that wall. Yeah. Good. And then side bend towards that right leg. So you're going like that. Yes. There you go. So you're going to feel some stretching here in that left side. Breathe. Okay, and then bring yourself back up. Okay, so if you're sitting on a chair, you're going to just hold on to the back of the chair. Doing like this. You're going to hold back to the back of the chair. So you're kind of in that twist still, and you're going to bring this arm up. So your right arm is up, and you're kind of facing towards the left side and the back of the chair. If you're on the ground, again, you can do the same thing. We're like this. Okay, with our hand behind us. Okay, or if you want to do a little bit fancier, you can come up onto your shin and come up like this. Entirely up to you. Whatever it is, it's the same thing. Okay, so just take it over here and breathe. Good, and then bring yourself back down and stretch out both legs. Stretch them out, give them a little shake. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So the right foot now either comes in like this, exactly the same thing that we were doing on the other side. Okay, so you can cross at the ankles if that serves you better. Here, and on the chair too. Good. Wherever you are is good. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. Bring your arms up. And then again, we're going to tilt forwards as far as we can. And then we're going to bring the hands down. Okay. And just relax. You're just going as far as you're comfortable. Gravity will do most of the work here. You just have to relax and breathe, breathe and relax. Okay, now let's come all the way back up. Those arms all the way up. Good. And then we'll bring those arms down. Okay, we're going to twist over towards that right side. So you're kind of facing that knee. Okay, and then we're going to side bend towards this left leg. So we're just going to lean that left shoulder towards the left leg. You can use your arms if you want to, but you don't have to. Entirely up to you. So you're just leaning over. So you're facing the right wall. Don't force it. You're going to feel some stretching through that right side of your body. And you can move your head wherever it feels comfortable. And then we'll bring ourselves back up. Okay, so we're going to twist again towards that right side. Bring our right hand to the back of the chair or on the ground. Okay, and then we can lift up this left hand. So we can be here like this, the same thing on the chair, or you can lift up onto your shin. There's always that option too. Okay, same pose. And breathe. Okay, and then we'll come all the way back to center and stretch out both legs. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, so if you're on the ground, remain on the ground. Just lie down on your back. If you're on the chair, remain on the chair. Just lean up back into the back of the chair. Okay? So you're leaning back into the back of the chair or you're laying down on the ground, either or. Okay, I'm going to sit up, sit on the chair just because so I can see everybody and I can talk. Okay, so get comfortable. All you have to do is be able to hear me. You don't need to see me. Because I'm not going to be doing anything except talking. So close your eyes and relax. Okay, so take some time. Just get comfortable. Take a few breaths. Wiggle around. Your knees can be bent if you're on the ground. You can lean back into your chair so that you're comfortable. Yeah. Okay, close your eyes. And just start to observe your breath. So just watch yourself breathe for a few moments. Just feeling the breath move in through each nostril. Maybe it feels a little cooler. Feel it moving through your body. And then when you're ready to exhale, just feel that air moving back out through your nostrils. And this time it's going to be a little warmer. Okay, and then you're going to bring your attention to the top of your head. So just notice the top of your head right now. Notice anything happening there, anything that you can feel. And then from the top of your head, so right in line with your nose, you're going to draw a line and move your attention down that line along your forehead, along the side of your ear, your cheekbone, all the way down to your chin. And you're going to keep tracing that movement from your chin all the way back up to the top of your head and then all the way back down again. So you're just going to keep observing that line up and down the side of your head on that left side. Move slowly. We're not in a race. So just noticing as you move your attention up and down the side of your face, side of your head, what you notice. So noticing sensations. So you might feel tingling, throbbing, maybe temperature difference, maybe feeling some congestion, itchiness, softness, firmness, anything else that you can even think of, whatever you notice. Okay, so trace that line all the way back down to your chin, your back down to the point of your chin. And just take a moment here just to notice the tip of your chin, whatever there is to notice there. And you may think there's nothing happening, there's always something happening. Oh, you're going? So noticing the tip of your chin, and there's always a sensation. There's always, always, always a sensation. Okay, now move that attention from the tip of your chin, move it over to your wards, the right side of your neck. And just notice the right side of your neck. Notice anything you can on the right side of your neck. And then slowly from the right side of your neck, you're going to come down onto the top of your shoulder and then stay in that right shoulder area. So what do you notice on that right shoulder area? Focus as much as you can. Okay, from your right shoulder, work your way down the right arm, slowly tracing a line down your arm. It might be your inner arm, it might be your outer arm, it might be the front, it might be the back, it doesn't matter. Just with your mind, tracing a line down your arm until you reach your fingers. And as you trace that line, just notice what you notice all along with the line. And once you've reached your fingers, from there, you're going to hop onto that right hip. And you're going to come all the way up through your belly button, between your lungs, up to your collarbone, and then move over towards that left shoulder. So just notice that journey as your attention went from your fingertips to your hip, up through your belly button, out through between your lungs, your rib cage, to your collarbone, and then over towards that left shoulder. And what you noticed along the way. Okay, and then you're going to trace a line from that shoulder all the way down your left arm. It doesn't matter what part of the arm, inner, outer, left or right. You're on your left arm, you're going to move your attention all the way down that arm until you get to the fingers. And just notice what there is to notice. And then once you've reached those left fingers, you're going to hop again over towards that left hip. Notice what's happening in that left hip. And then travel along the back towards your sacrum. And move your intention up and down your spine. So slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, going all the way up your spine till you get to the base of the skull. And then all the way back down again till you get back to your sacrum. Your mind wanders, try to keep it where you're focusing, where your awareness is. Try to be as mindful as you can. And once you've reached your sacrum again, you're going to move around over towards your right leg, and you're going to go all the way down the back side of your right leg. Just noticing any sensation at all. And they're going to come and they're going to go. They're going to stay sometimes. They're going to leave really quickly, or they might linger a little bit. And then once you have moved up and down that leg, come to your right foot. Notice your right foot for a moment. And then you're going to hop your attention over towards your left foot. And then move up the front part of that leg on your left side. So you're going to come up the front part of the foot, the tibia, the front part of the knee, the quads, the front part of the leg until you reach going all the way up, back up towards your left hip. Once you've reached your left hip, you're going to move across to your pubic bone, and you're going to move all the way up through your belly button until you reach your heart space. Not necessarily the heart itself, but that heart space, that area of your heart. And we're going to stay there. So you might now, once you've reached your heart space, you might feel the heart beating. You might notice the rhythm. You might notice the rhythm of your breath. You might notice something else. And then bring your attention to your whole body this time. Maybe you notice something different about different parts of your body. And then move up into your mind and notice what's going on in your mind. Kind of thoughts have been coming up. Your mind might have been telling you lots of different stories and might have already jumped out the window plenty of times. And that's okay. It does that. And let's take a nice big breath in through the nose. Sigh out through your mouth. One more time. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Give yourself a stretch. And then you can, if you're seated in a chair, you can just sit up straight. And if you're on the ground, you can roll over into a fetal position and find a seat. So just sit comfortably. And then just close your eyes again. Come back to your breath for a moment. Okay, and then we'll reflect. So we're going back into the past. What happened in your practice today? Noticing what happened. So different things. What did you notice? All the things when I suggested that you noticed, maybe you bring those back up. Any of those sensations, any of those thoughts, anything that came up for you that you noticed. So anything that you felt in your physical body and anything that was happening in your mind. So any kind of thoughts that came up for you. If you notice your mind wavering or wandering around or telling you stories, return to those stories. They're kind of like dreams, right? Return to them for a moment just to notice. Notice how you responded to some of the movements that we did or some of the other things that we did, or how you reacted. Response is a soft thing. It's soft when we respond to something. When we react to something, it's a little bit more volatile, a little bit more aggressive. And that's okay to react and it's okay to respond. Although responding is a little bit more of a positive, reacting is a little bit more negative. And just notice if you did. And it's okay whether you did or you didn't. Either or. Just notice. The more we can notice these kinds of things, the more we can get in tune to ourselves, our deep, deep essence within us, who we are, why we are. What makes you tick? Besides your heart, there's other things. Okay, and then take your arms, reach them all the way up. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Bring your hands together and then draw them down towards your heart. Bow your head and give yourself some gratitude. So feeling grateful for your, first of all, for yourself, who you are as a person. Feel grateful for that. A lot of work went into that. And then feeling grateful for your practice, for making an attempt to try something maybe new, something different, exploring, being curious. Feel grateful for that. And then also feeling grateful for the energy that you shared in this space today. We all exude energy. There's energy moving constantly through our bodies, out our bodies, in our bodies. And we shared that with each other today. So feel grateful for that. And we will finish with Om. So take a breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. Breathe in and Om. And just take a moment just to feel that vibration that we might have felt or we heard through our ears. And namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, 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 thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.